Okay, so I was looking at getting rid of a few steel wheels at the local scrapyard, and unfortunately I found out they don't actually accept steel wheels if they still have the tires on. And so the first thing I obviously did when I got home is had a quick look on YouTube to see how people were removing the tires from steel wheels to basically scrap the steel. And yeah, I only found a few really rubbish solutions really. The one very common solution seems to be to use a reciprocating saw, and so essentially you're ruining a $8 blade for 50 cents worth of steel. The other video that seemed fairly popular had an angle grinder, and once again you'd be ruining a $2 angle grinder cutting disc for 50 cents worth of steel. So I had a bit of a think about it, and I came up with a solution that basically uses no power tools and yeah, works fairly well. I've got the stopwatch set up on the phone next to the wheel there, so we'll just see how long this takes to do. I've only done one before, so I hope this works out alright. So I'll get right into it. First step is we're going to use a set of these to pull the valve out. First step is we should start the stopwatch really. Okay. Done. And the rubbish. Okay, next you're going to use your wife's nice kitchen boning knife. This is a pretty decent knife, relatively thick blade, so not particularly bendy. You wouldn't want to use a very bendy knife for this, but we're just going to give it a quick sharpening. Then we're going to insert the knife into there and start cutting. Oops. Put that out. Over. Just make sure we're still in the shot. Yep, it's not looking too bad. Going through there. Just watch your fingers obviously when you're doing this. Oops. Give it another. Reasonable. Now the nice thing about this is actually getting rid of tires can be quite difficult because they don't normally fit inside rubbish bins and things. But now you can just compress it like that, even fold it over again if you want, tie it up with a piece of string, goes right inside a rubbish bin. Now next step is that's just got an inner tube. That's interesting, you don't see that too often these days. Usually they're tubeless, but this feels like, and the process is pretty similar. I did this on a tubeless tire just before this one just to test it out. Next step, grab your knife again, let's make a cut as far as you can through the sidewall as well, both sides, pretty easy to do. Now next step at this point is with a tubeless tire especially, but probably with this one as well, there's a metal ring, bunch of steel rings that run inside here that basically seal the tire to the rim. When you've got tubeless tires, you'll often see them jump up onto there when they inflate them for the first time. So we need to basically separate the rim from the seal there. The way to do that is just found one of these, works quite well, like a little demolition crowbar and a hammer. In there. What's going on in there? Let's pull this off. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll just keep on doing that. Basically, this is probably not a good idea to do on a rim you want to reuse, but fine for one you want to scrap. Almost getting there. You can see it's moved down there, but it's going to need a bit more banging. I'm going to try and get this in right up close, right against the steel of the rim, because I'm trying to get that steel inside the tyre to slide off. Definitely getting there, almost there. Going a bit slower than the previous one. The previous one popped off a little bit easier. Okay, so now just straighten that out. Sorry. So now we've got the bead broken on that side at least. Next step, there's a steel ring in there, which is going to make life a bit difficult. So just bring it up like that using your little crowbar. Few moments of a hacksaw and you've got it off, and that should come off fairly easily. Once again, these will go into your rubbish bin without too much effort. If they don't quite fit, make another cut and hacksaw through the other part as well. Do that one more time. There we go. Almost there. A bit more. Hacksaw it, and obviously you are using a hacksaw for this, but this blade is going to cut hundreds of tires. So, including lots of talking on camera, that is around 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Not too bad a system. Hope this helps someone. Excellent. See you later.